Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Hello, everybody. Tired straw. Man, I have a bunch of these strawberry liquid IV flavors, and I'm not 100% on them. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not 100% on the strawberry flavors. It's not my favorite. Same crop top from yesterday? Yeah, it is. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? It's a cute crop top. What do you want from me? What's poppin'? What's poppin', everybody? Lower backstra. What's up? Lower backstra. Astra thought, why put on something different when I could wear a crop top from yesterday? Exactly. Exactly what I thought. It's exactly what I thought. Why would I go find an outfit to wear when I could just wear the crop top? It still looks good. It does look good. The original uniform. We out here Friday night being chilling with Big Jesus and Lazarly. Lazarcy. Larazzi. She has like 300 of both of them. This is true. I do. I do have 300 of both of these. This is very true. Anyway, chap. How's it going, everybody? Is it the same one or another one of the 500s you have? I mean, I'm not telling you guys. It might be. You'll never know. Yeah. Amazing. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hello. I hope everyone's having a good Friday so far. Most of this was sent by Derek. All of them were sent by Derek. All of these were sent by Derek. No one sent another red crop top. Time to crack some Doritos and Mountain Dew. I'm out of Mountain Dew and I don't have any Doritos. So that's the problem. I'm gonna go to the store after the stream, chat. Man, I just cannot get over the strawberry flavor. It's not my favorite. My Friday is one of the Fridays ever. Oh yeah. Strawberry, it's liquid IV strawberry flavor. Like, I have these big packs full of liquid IV, and half of it is this lemon lime flavor, which I really like, and then the other half is the strawberry flavor. And it tastes like strawberry milk. Like, that's the only way I can describe the taste. It's like drinking strawberry milk. That's what it tastes like, except it doesn't taste like milk, and it's a little weird. It's a little weird. The sacred bricks of the red and gray, and the motherfuckers were dense when you opened them up. I know they were dense. Imagine if she does laundry and then she would have to more clothes to pick from. Doing laundry is overrated. I sent about 70 crop tops. Did you ever do a count? I never know. How would I count them? There's so many of them. I like stale strawberry milkshake leftovers. Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit like what it tastes like. It's got such an artificial strawberry flavor. It's like I love strawberries. Strawberries are great. But you know when you have like strawberry ice cream or strawberry like milk and it's got that super artificial strawberry flavor? That's kind of what we're working with here. Mmm. Strawberry milk. I do like strawberry milk. It's just weird because it's not milk and it's just water. Strawberry milk is like they are trying to trick you into taking medicine. A little bit. A little bit. Where the fuck do you fit that many pieces of clothing? I think I own 70 total for all of my clothes. Well, they pack down pretty small because I mean these are pretty small articles of clothing. Like I feel like if like a normal like male were to try to put this on, they couldn't. I feel like these are even like This might even be like children's size. I don't even know. There's a lot of clothes that I have that are like meant for kids, but they just fit me, so I wear them anyway. Chat, it's like I can't. If I wanted to like be boy mode and I wanted to buy men's jeans, there's not a single pair of men's jeans that fit me. If I want to buy men's jeans, I have to go to like the boys aisle. And so I don't even do it anymore. I just get fucking skinny jeans. Which is, it sucks because men's jeans are like way better than women's jeans. Because women's jeans, I don't know why as a society we decided this, but women's jeans don't have pockets. And I don't get that. Like, I really don't understand the no pockets thing on women's jeans. Like, I get it. Women are supposed to be wearing purses, you know what I mean? And so you wouldn't need it. But like, why not just give me a pocket, for fuck's sake? Like, come on. I hate it. And some of them don't even have back pockets. So you literally have no pockets. And it's just like, dude, this sucks. This sucks. We should make a petition to put fucking pockets on women's jeans. Take that, women, we have bigger pockets. Women's jeans don't have any pockets. They don't have any. There's not, it's a fake pocket. I've seen women carry stuff in their bra than a purse. Or stuff away. I wouldn't carry anything in a bra. That sounds weird. They want to sell purses? I guess. But, like, listen, I'm confident enough to wear women's jeans in public because I feel like it's hard. You know, you can tell, like, women's from male jeans, but I feel like it doesn't. The problem is, whenever I wear men's clothes, like, especially men's pants, it always looks so bad. Like, I feel like every time I wear men's clothes or men's pants, it looks so oversized and that it looks like I'm compensating. It's so oversized and it just doesn't fit me at all. I don't know, man. I feel like such a yakko wearing like men's jeans, which are just so like baggy around my legs. But at the same time, skinny jeans are nice, but they're so tight that I feel like sometimes it's a little scary. Thank you, Disco, for the $10. Here's $10 for absolutely no reason at all. Well, thank you for the no reason, the $10 for no reason at all. I'm sure that there's no obligation that I have for that $10. I don't know. I probably should just get over it and like wear a purse in public. But I'm not to the point yet where I can be confident enough to wear a purse in public. But I am confident to wear jeans in public. Cause I always feel like a twink can wear skinny jeans and get away with it, right? Because they're a twink. No one's looking at me and doesn't think I'm not a twink, right? Like if someone looks at me and thinks that I'm a male, they know I'm a twink male, if anything, right? So I feel like skinny jeans are acceptable, but I haven't gotten confident enough for purses yet. $10, Richard. Just get a shoulder bag? Absolutely not at all. Just make different cuts to make the legs not so big. Well, it's not even, yeah, I know, but it's like, I don't know. It's just not very comfortable, and they always look weird on me. They always look weird on me, chat. You know, I thought about that the other day, like, I feel like for me, I've been so, like, you know, in it for so long that it's like, there's not really a single part of me that wants to detransition. I know a lot of people, like, detransition at some point in their lives, but like for me, I have zero desire to detransition for any reason. But I was thinking about it, like, what if I did? What if I just stopped taking estrogen and I just stopped taking like Spyro and I just went cold turkey and just stopped? I wonder what would happen, chat. I wonder like how in 10 years, how would that affect me differently? Like how would I be different? I think right now, especially if I stopped right now, I'm 25, so I would hit the wall. I would end up hitting the wall, which would suck. So I'm definitely not gonna do it because I don't want to hit the wall. But like, it is an interesting thought. Like, what if I just tried to be like full man mode, chat? What? How do you think that would go if I went full male? Like, I am a man now. What would even, I don't even think I can, chat. I don't think there's like, even if I stop taking hormones, I don't think there's a reality where I become like a man's man again. Can't even imagine you transitioning into a man. I know, right? Like, I feel like at this point in my life, there's not, even if I went cold turkey and didn't take any, like, I think the only way I would be able to do it is if I took like testosterone. Like if I specifically injected testosterone. Like if I went the other way and did TRT. I think that would be the only way I would look even remotely manly. Why not rock these? That is kind of nice. I think they look kind of gay though. I'm not gonna lie, chat. These things look pretty gay. I think they're cool though, and it probably would be something that I should get this, honestly. This is like a nice pouch. It is very nice, but I feel like it'd be kind of, I don't know, I'd feel kind of awkward like walking around with this because I feel like, I don't know. It's like it's just so big and bulky. It's not very cute. Maybe I should just get over it though. Cause look at these two people. They're matching outfits. Look how cute they look. I have one of those. I mean, you don't want a purse. I mean, I don't know. I do want a purse. I mean, I have a purse. I just need to wear it. All those guys call a fanny pack. It's only gay if you make it look gay. Your T levels would be below average even if you were off HRT. I know that. I know they would be below average just like in general. But I mean like what if I took testosterone, chat? What if I went off of estrogen and I took testosterone and I was like, yeah. Ooh, yeah, gains. Ooh, yeah. Like what if I did that, chat? The funny thing is I'm pretty sure I'd be so ugly if I did that. I feel like I'd be so much uglier if I did that. You've been watching Elliot Page memes. I would probably look like Elliot Page if I did that, and I don't want to look like Elliot Page. That is a sad story. Some people, it's so weird because some people when they transition, it's a straight downgrade. You know what I mean? I feel like for some people, it's like most of the time. I think the rule of thumb is that if you're ugly, transitioning is not going to make you not ugly. And if you're attractive, you'll probably still be attractive after you transition. But that's a rule of thumb because there are instances where an attractive man will or an attractive woman will transition the other direction and it just won't work, and then they're just an ugly like man or woman, right? But like for me, I feel like I was the opposite. I feel like I would have been a really like I don't think if I never took testosterone or if I never took estrogen, chat, I don't think I'd ever look manly. Like even before I was like on estrogen, I had that kind of lesbian face, you know what I mean? So I think I don't think I was an attractive male. I don't think that I was like an attractive man, you know what I mean? I don't think that women were looking at me and going, "Wow, that is a handsome man." I don't think any woman has ever looked at me and thought that. So I think for me, I think honestly it was an upgrade. I think it was a straight upgrade. I think I'm better looking as like a girl than I am as a guy. Elliot Page EP phone home. Good evening, baby girl. Elliot Page confuses because you think he would be happier once he fully transitioned, but now he's even sadder. I think a lot of people run into that, especially it seems like especially for the F to M crowd. I think being a man is really hard, and I think a lot of like women underestimate how hard being a man is, and I think a lot of women see being a man as just really easy and everyone respects you and everything. But then when you actually learn like what it is to be a man, it's like, oh shit, this isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I signed up for. And then now they're like all upset. There's a lot. I wonder what the statistics on it are, but I'm pretty sure like most people who detransition are F to M. Like every time I hear about someone detransitioning, it's always F to M's. I'm not sure why though. I think it has to do with that, or it's just like I don't know. If you had a choice between being cute and feminine or manly, I just don't know why you'd choose manly. But I guess that's understandable from my perspective, right? I met a couple trans F to M's that were really, really good. Like, I think it's easier to fully pass as an F to M. That's the one thing I'll say they have. It's easier to pass as an F to M. You always been cute, though. Oh, thank you. I shit was a twink before HRT. Dude, I was like, I remember one time I had this friend, and we were like online friends, and we had been talking for years and everything, right? And I turned my camera on for the first time, and he saw me for the first time. This was like a decade or so ago, and this is before I started HRT and anything. And the first thing that he said to me was like, you could be a femboy. You're a femboy." And I was like, "Ah, shit." As a man, you have to earn respect. That's the thing. Well, as a man, I feel like you're just expected to carry a lot more on your shoulders without complaining. I feel like for women, it's a lot more like, well, I have this problem, so I'll get like, you get more sympathy for the problems you have. I think as a man, it's kind of understood that like you'll just deal with shit on your own, and that's just kind of how you have to do it. Otherwise, it's not manly to go ask for help on something, and so it like decreases your man score, and so people are like respect you less, and I think it's kind of fucked up, but that's the way it is. And so people like women will transition to men, and then they'll realize how lonely it is and how hard it is, and they're just like, this sucks. Was this before or after you knew? This is before I took Astra. This is before I even like knew I was like gay. Fit check. Okay. I find it interesting how many M to Fs are lesbian too. Male to females. Yeah, well, transbians are a thing. I think a lot of it is um you lost weight again. I don't think so. We can check. I have my thing there. I can we can I'll check my weight in a second if you guys want to, but um I don't know. I think that a lot of it is, you gotta understand, like, gender dysphoria doesn't change your sexuality, right? Like, I would still be into men if I wasn't trans. 117, I feel like that's a fair guess, Cuddle Bear. I think that's a fair guess. I'm gonna guess, for the sake of it, 118. But I think it's one. Let's get our guesses in chat. What do you think? How heavy do you guys think I am? Maybe 116? I think it's 118. But I think like a lot of people, 123. God damn. Oh, I like that one. This one would be good for Burning Man. Though I kind of want to get one like this for Burning Man. Anyway, chat. So why some women want sensitive men until they find out one, then they like are like, this is sad. Yeah, it's easy to give girls the ick. They get the ick, man. You show one bit of emotional, vulnerability, and then it's like, ooh, ooh. That fit still does the trick. It does. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's like, for if you have gender dysphoria, it doesn't change your sexuality. And so like, if you were into women before you transitioned, you'll still probably be into women after you transition, and unless you're meta attracted, which is a brain rot 4chan term, so disregard that. But if you like, I think at that point, like, that's why just so many people turn into lesbians, and then it's like, because femboys are like into like other femboys. There's a lot of T for T stuff. I'm not so into that, but a lot of people are into it. 113 pounds talking about. There's no way I'm 113. There's no way I'm 123, and there's no way I'm 113. I can almost guarantee you I'm not either of those weights. We're definitely like 118, I think. I think 118 or 119 is a really like good. It might be 117 or 116. But it's definitely in between 116 and 119. But my guess is gonna be 118. Amount of T for T is too damn high. Amount of T for T is too damn high. I don't judge it. Like, I don't judge people who are into T for T. I just don't. It's not my deal. I'm just not into it. I would say I'm much less into femininity than I am into masculinity, and so I just like men. But and I find feminine men significantly less attractive than just a woman. I'd rather be with a woman than a feminine man, but I'd rather be with a manly man than over everything else. But if you're a feminine man, it's not. That's not my deal. That's not my I don't judge, but that's not my. I'm not like into that. Have you hydrated today? A little bit. You just find out how interesting how many. Don't call me ugly. I'm not calling you ugly, Taco. I'm just saying I wouldn't. There would be a low chance of me wanting to get with another femboy. That's what I'm saying. I would probably not date another femboy. Sorry to crush everybody's dreams, but. All right, hold on, chat. Let's see how happy we are. Let's do a let's do a let's do a check here. I have to put batteries in. Okay, chat. Take your bets now, chat. Take your bets. I'm guessing 118. That's pretty close. That's 0.2 pounds off. That's pretty close, chat. That's pretty close. You were closer? No, you weren't. I was if we're doing prices right rules, I was closer. Still gay. I was closer because I said 118 and I was 117. Point 0.8. Because it was 0.2 pounds off, chat. I was so close. You went over? But yeah, but like Cow says 117. Yeah, but that's 0.8 off. If I said I'm point I okay, listen. If I'm point if I said 118 and you said 117, I'm still closer to 118 than I am to 117. I'm 0.8 off because I said 117. Right, and I'm 0.2 off because I said 118. So I'm actually closer. Where did I say cow, motherfucker? What? You didn't say cow. You did say I was 123, and that was... Come on, man. Give me some more credit. Give me some more credit than that. Mastra? You called me ugly. I didn't call you ugly. I just said I wasn't into femboys. What, like... Listen, I never said anything about you, Taco. I just said I'm not into other femboys as much. Like, listen. I'm not into... Like, I'm just not. It's not my jam. I'm not saying that like you're ugly. I'm not saying that you're not a cute femboy. But I'm just like I just can't. I don't know if I'd ever get with a femboy. Maybe one day, chat. Maybe. But I feel like if I'm gonna get with a femboy, they gotta be like super attractive and be super. They have to pass super well if I'm gonna be into a femboy. In my defense, I'm distracted by your curves. Why are you calling me fat? Astra isn't feminine, man. Mind you, she's taken. If she wasn't, I doubt Astra would date a person from chat. I mean, yeah. Would you could get with a femboy on a train? Would you could get with a fem? What does that mean? What pool boy? What does that sentence mean? What? There's so many possibilities that could mean, and I don't understand any of them. I really don't. I don't. I call myself average, but I just don't know how I pull my girl. Trying to do Dr. Seuss. Probably drunk again. Which you could get with a femboy on a train. Green eggs and ham. How did you get that so... I want whatever Pool Boy is on right now, because Pool Boy is not sober. Pool Boy, I don't know what Pool Boy is on, but Pool Boy is not sober, and so, you know what, that's... I was too drunk to comment yesterday. I feel like I'm fighting my hair right now, chat. I don't, because he sounds like he went a bit too far with it. You know, I often chide Astra for ruminating over the same topics, but for the T for T thing, I realize it's Chad doing most of it. What? See? It's always chat. I always see chat. I always bounce off of chat. Every time I'm talking about something, it's about something in chat. Alright? So it's hard for me to avoid topics when chat's talking about a certain topic because then I want to talk about it too. Would you, could you, should you get with a femboy on a train, give some brain, or go insane? Would you, could you, should you do it maybe instead of on a plane in a Portland and Maine in the pouring rain? I just had like a stroke reading that. What? What? Because like honestly, I thought I couldn't tell what the question was. I thought it was like, would you get on a train with a femboy, or would you run a train on a femboy? And it's like, I probably wouldn't run a train on anybody, to be honest with you. But you want to what? I didn't say I want to do anything. I was just saying how that sentence could have been interpreted. Okay, chat. You want to what? Would you gang bang in a train? See, that would have worked better. Would you, could you, in the rain? Would you, could you, in a train? Would you, could you, gang bang in it? Yeah. I don't think Escher could even run a model train. I used to have a model train when I was a kid. I had a little, you know, one of those little model trains that goes around a track. I had it at my grandparents' house. If a femboy said, "Let's crack in the back on my let's crack in the back of my Cadillac on smack, smoking loud pack and maybe eating a snack," what the? I had Thomas when I was a kid. I used to have a lot of brio. When I was a kid, most of my toys and things were hand-me-downs from my older siblings, which I mean, I feel like when you're the youngest kid, I feel like there's always advantages and disadvantages to, you know, being the youngest or the oldest, right? And obviously like if you're the youngest, you get away with a lot more. I think just in general. But the thing that sucks about being the youngest is you get all the hand-me-downs. Like I didn't get new shit when it was coming out. Like when I was a kid in like 2006, I was playing the N64, which was like a decade old, right? Like I was playing a decade old console when I was a kid. I mean, we had a Wii for a little bit. We had a Wii, so I did play like I guess some new stuff. But for the most part, a lot of the shit that I fucking played was like old. You know what I mean? We and my fucking family had a ton of like Brio. And that shit, I spent a long time as a kid playing with some Brio. Tell you that much. Maybe people think they could date Astra even if she's single. I mean, I don't know. Fuck, dude. I hate being like, I will never date y'all. I hate being that way, but like, I don't. It's such a weird thing to like talk about, especially because I'm not in the dating market. Then we was playing the N64 in 1997. I know, and I was playing it in 2007, dude. But I think part of that, honestly, it wasn't just that it was the hand-me-down. Like, I say that as if it was like, oh, poor, woe is me, I had to play the N64 in 2007. But, I mean, we had a GameCube. We had a fucking Wii. We even had a PS3 at my dad's house. But, honestly, the N64 and the GameCube were the best. The best console. When I eat, you know, as a little jit, you know what I mean? A young person, I liked to play, N64. It was the GOAT. TV, well, that's wrong with it. I had an SNES and O2 and a 64 when the PS2 was out. Lol. She's speaking Florida. A young jet. And it's one of those words that I've heard a couple times recently, and I'm like, I'm adopting that one. I'm adopting that one. I don't even know where it comes from. Young Jit snapped on the N64. No cat. No cap cut. Yeah, dude, I was just playing. I used to play Majora's Mask, uh, N64, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. Fuck, dude, there's some bangers, man. Those are some fucking bangers. I remember I used to have this closet, and I had this little tiny CRT that was like a little, like one of those little CRTs, you know? And I had my fucking like N64 hooked up to it in my little cubby hole in my closet. So I just had I was like locked into my little cubby hole in my closet playing Super Mario 64. Shit was great. How's the stars of the show? Puck was somewhere. I don't know where Moogie is. I think she's probably in my bedroom if I had to guess. My girl caught me saying homeboy got slimed out one time and the oh thank you Demi X for the dollar. Can you type No, I can't. I can't. I'm physically incapable of doing that. I'm physically incapable of looking that up on YouTube Shorts. But thank you for the dollar though. My girl caught me saying homeboy got slimed out one time. What has this world done to me? I literally never say that. That's so I love that sentence though. Homegirl got slimed out. Slimed the fuck out. You never played Magnavox Odyssey back in the day? I did not. Breath of the Wild is a defining moment for the legendary Legend of Zelda series and the most impressive game Nintendo has ever created. I literally don't think so though. I know you're just rage baiting me, pool boy, but Breath of the Wild sucks, dude. It sucks. I did my uncle had one. Oh shit. Yeah, dude, fucking Breath of the Wild sucks, man. I'm tired of pretending like it doesn't suck, but it sucks. You can go back and play Ocarina of Time on an original N64, and it's a fire game, and you can still have fun with it, and it's still a good game. I feel like you can't. I feel like right now you can go back and replay Breath of the Wild still, but I feel like in 10 years, Breath of the Wild is going to be so outdated, and there's going to be so many games that do what Breath of the Wild did, but better. That it's just gonna be like, there's no point. Why would I play? Because like even right now, like why would I play Breath of the Wild when I could just play Elden Ring, which is effectively the same game but like way better. I live in a trailer park in Miami, Florida. I like how that one random fucking video has become a meme. Metacritic. Here's an old one. Remember, remember, Dallas Cowboys, bug bear, yar. Can't find the Miami trailer park video. No, I don't. I mean, I haven't looked for it in a while. Maybe we can find it. Didn't we raid him once? Yeah, it's his African is the guy that did that. I've seen him online a couple times. I've raided him before. I've thought about raiding him again, but hold on. Hold on. Trailer living. It was like living in a trailer park. Cause I was doing research before I moved into this place, and you get a whole bunch of like banger videos that are just like, what the fuck. Like I like how this sort of looks exactly like the way you think it. Like look at this, living in a trailer park, and then living in a trailer park a year in. It's just does not look good. Where is it though? It was one of these. It was one of these fucking videos. I don't remember which one it was though. Where the fuck is it? I can't find. Maybe he took it down. Maybe if I do Miami.
Area of Pinellas County. they have to gather. But I was odd. For the most partly,
Pervert
unlike
Park.
anywhere else you would go to. I had the misfortune of having neighbors in Alabama that were registered like that.
What the fuck? Where's the video? I can't find it, chat. I can't find it. I don't remember what I looked up to find it in the first place. I don't know where the video is, chat. It might be lost. It might be lost in the wind, chat. It might be lost forever.
From the state where 20% of our homes are mobile, because that's how we roll, I'm Brooke Mosteller, Miss South Carolina.
The good old American trailer park. Trailer parks, or mobile home parks like these, have a huge image problem, where in many minds, they're just shorthand for poverty. Trailer
I don't know. I like the park I live in. I gotta be honest with you, chap. I was like nervous before I moved in here. I feel like, Astra, how long have you been living in a trailer park? I live in a trailer park in Miami, Florida. Not like, but genuinely, I think before I moved here, there was like, hold on, I gotta focus my camera. There we go. Anyway, before I moved here, I was like kind of worried about it because like you know, I feel like there is like a stereotype for like trailer parks and everything, but the place that I live in right now is so nice. Like it's not trashy at all. Like it's so upkept and so like nice, and it's so like is genuinely like pretty out, and it's like the neighbors are all super nice. It's not trashy, like, you know, like that fucking YouTube video that we just watched. It's not late. It's not trashy like that at all. So I don't know. Maybe I just live in a really good park, and so I don't have to deal with that. But it sounds the same. Maybe it's the same guy. Hold on.
Hey everybody, what's going on? How you doing
Oh,
out
this is the guy.
there?
This is the video.
It's me, Victor Sarong. I got money living in a trailer park. Oh, I can save money living in a trailer park.
Trailer park.
What you're looking at right now is
55 plus is completely different than other trailer parks. This is true, but this isn't. I don't live in a
a
55
trailer
plus trailer
park
park.
that I live in. And the trailer that I live in is divided into 4.
How did you find this? This has 8
I live
views.
in one efficiency. I have my own room with a bathroom. It's a lot of money. The whole city of Miami, Florida. A lot of people in a trailer park. But the problem is, for the average person out, and that's not. Hey everybody, what's going on? How you doing out there? It's me, Victor Sarong. Right now, I'm taking a little stroll on Southeast 8th Street
I love this guy.
or Northwest 46th Street in Hialeah, Miami. I'm specifically on South.
I love this guy. He's my favorite. This guy's my favorite. Is this gonna be my future neighbor? I would love it if I could be neighbors with this guy. I love this guy. He's my favorite. I live in a trailer park in Miami, Florida. I love that guy. Does he live in Florida? No shit, he lives in Florida. He looks older than the one in the OG. No, that's the same guy. That's him. That's him. That's the same guy. that is the dude. Can't you tell how good a hood is with the barbed wire lol? Link the video. Taco linked it. But yeah, I don't actually live in a 55 plus area. I'm just surrounded by 55 plus. And so I'm also just like happen to be like one of the youngest people in my park too. So it's like, yeah, I don't specifically live in a 55 plus park, but most people in my park are 55 plus. Collaborate with them. Is a Florida's a big place. Miami's 4 hours away. Yeah, dude, it's not close. It's a minute. I've never been to Miami or South Florida, and I want to go. I have this weird desire to go to South Florida. Like, I feel like one day I want to move to like Fort Myers or something like that. I think that might be the move. Apparently, like the park that I'm at, like the guy who's in charge of it is gonna leave in like a couple months or something like that. And so there's a possibility that like once he leaves, then it's like everybody's like the park could get bought out by a different company that just says like you're not allowed to be here or whatever the fuck. Like it is possible. Like it is possible that might happen. So I might have to move if that ends up happening, which hopefully it doesn't, but next time I move, I want to move further south. I want to go to some place with coconut trees. I want to be in like Fort Myers, I think. I fucking found it. I thought that was the video. I thought you already linked it. Nowhere near as bad as Atlanta. No, it's not near as bad as Atlanta. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Pool Boy, how is South Florida? Do you think I should move to South Florida, Pool Boy? How do you think about South Florida comparative to Central Florida? Oh my god, this is it. And this is wait, this is a different fucking channel. Same guy, different channel. Holy shit, how did the fuck? This is a totally same fucking guy. Totally different channel. That's crazy.
This is where I live. It's a trailer park here in Miami, Florida.
In Miami, Florida.
You might say to yourself, why would you want to live in a trailer park? Why? Because living in a trailer park saves me money. It actually helps me budget my money, and I could do things that I want to do because my expenses are very low. My rent's very low living in the trailer park. If I lived in a regular apartment, my rent would be a lot higher, and I couldn't do the things that I.
This is a national treasure. This video is a national treasure. We need to preserve that video, chat. Depends on the neighborhood. Well, everywhere depends on the neighborhood. This is saying I live in Florida. I'm on Twitch collaborating with. Been to South Florida, and it's not a lot different than Central. Yeah, but they have coconut trees, man. I wanna have a coconut tree in my front yard, dude. As a white person, I would never live in that particular park. Maybe not. Maybe not that one. I definitely don't want to move to Miami. Miami, I don't know about Miami. I want to live in South Florida, but I don't really want to live in Miami. And I don't really want to live on the East Coast. If I could live somewhere on the West Coast of Florida, of South Florida, like either Fort Myers or fucking the other place that's down there. There's a couple of places, and the problem is like I feel like that whole area of Southwest Florida is expensive. That's the only problem. Is it seems like it's a lot of rich people who live down there, and I don't know if I could afford it. But if I could, I would like to move down there. I think that's like the one thing I could think that I'm just like I would like to move down more towards the coastal area of the West Coast. Wait. Fit Laddie would be better. Oh, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Laddie. Be better than Miami. Well, I kind of consider all of that to be Miami. To be fair, chat, in my head, like pretty much anything south of Cape Canaveral is Miami. It's like Melbourne, fucking fucking Fort Lauderdale. It's all Miami adjacent, really, if you want to think about it. It's all Miami adjacent. I don't know. It seems like anything south of that, Miami is one long boy. It is a long place, and I don't really, I don't know, I just don't want to live in a very like super overpopulated area. If I could find someplace, Chad, there is like, I found on Zillow. Here, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I found a couple places on Zillow I'd want to move to. This is my dream home, chat. Kind of like how South California is that called LA? Yeah, it's kind of like that. I feel like the whole southeastern part of the state is just Miami. Like if we look at this here, chat. This basically from Port Lucille all the way down here. This is just Miami. This whole chunk right here. I guess Melbourne is in Miami. It's more north. But I want to live down here in like Fort Myers. Or like down here really would be like Naples. Naples would be really where I'd want to live, but Naples is just really expensive. Naples is like super expensive. There was a place down here though. Where did it go? There's Everglades City. I would like to live on Everglades City. There's some cool places on Everglades City. Could pay $300,000 for a mobile home. The thing is, it's like when it gets swept away in the storm, you can just replace it really easy. So that's kind of nice. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's like, one of these houses really nice. Oh yeah, chat, look at this one. This one's really nice. Look at this is my kind of house. I wouldn't want this one because it's not right on the beach, and I'm not gonna pay $1.3 million for a place that's not on the beach. But look at this place. Fuck, dude. I really want a stilt house. Like, if I could get a stilt house somewhere on the coast, that'd be fucking sick. I forget where it was. I found another, there was like another place kind of similar to that. That was really cool. I just want to buy some like land out on one of these like islands here and just like make my shit on there. But like this kind of house right here, like fuck, dude, that's nice. That shit's a nice house, man. That's a nice fucking house. $11 million. Chat, $11 million. Oh damn, that's gorgeous. Look at this. Look at this fucking house, man. 2 garages. Holy shit. See, chat, if I ever become like uber rich, this is the place. This is like right here. This is the place I'd go. I love this. I love this. This is fucking gorgeous, man. Damn. Add that to the list of things that I'll never ever have. Couldn't live there. Where would you park? Where would I park all my cars? In one of the 2 driveway, in one of the 2 garages that it has. Goddamn compound. Fort Myers rocks, but Naples is pretty too damn rich. Yeah. See, I would like if I had enough money, I'd like to live in Naples. You like trailer parks? Check out Briny Breeze, Florida. I'll say Miami does have an interesting skyline. True. Most of Central Florida is considered Orlando. Yeah. I just don't love Orlando. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and I do wish I was closer to the ocean a little bit. Obviously, like I feel like when you're in Florida, like proximity to the ocean doesn't really matter as much because like even if I lived closer to the ocean, I wouldn't see it every day unless I lived on the ocean. So it's like I would want to live like on the water, and I would just want to have a stilt house on the water. Just gotta finesse an old rich Floridian man. Exactly, exactly. Chat. Do you know anybody, chat? Astra isn't too pricey either. Convince like a 90-year-old man you're his soulmate. Yes. 90-year-old man about to die. Trust me, I'm your soulmate. Just give me your life savings. Fuck your children, and I just give me all your life savings. It's like a place on the intercoastal. I don't know. I would like I know there's a lot of people who don't like get the waterfront shit. I like it. I would get a waterfront property if I could afford it. If I could afford it, Chad, I would. a lot of people who are like, why would I'd rather get a much bigger house for the same price, but not on the water. But for me, honestly, I don't really want a huge house. I want a comfortable, cozy house, not like a mansion that's like massive, right? Like I've been in mansions, man. They're too big. They're too big. I'm not. What am I gonna do with that much space? It's too much. So I'd rather fucking have a small, cozy place on an like a on an inlet. You know what I mean? On like an island or someplace in the Keys or something like that. Maybe I should just move to the Keys. If only that wasn't unbelievably expensive. Got nobody left, Joe. I'm the one. Brought it for pretty much doubles the price. Yeah, I know, but like you get waterfront, dude. You get fucking waterfront, man. I love right now where I live, there's like I can see some water from my like if I stand up and look out my window right here, chat, I could see water. I could see a body of water if I look out my window and I love it. I fucking love it. I don't live on it, so I'm not like waterfront, but I'm close enough to see it, and so I'm like, I like that. I like that a lot. I like the fact that I can look and see a body of water. I like that. I don't know what it is about me and water, but like it just something in my lizard brain just activates. So yeah, I would pay like more for a place on the beach. Key West is so nice, even if it was it's even walkable too, your favorite thing. You prefer land over a large house? I mean, land is fine too. Like I would like to have some land. Like there are like I get like what I'm saying like it kind of comes back to this. Like if I was super rich, I probably wouldn't buy this house. I'd probably build something in a spot where I probably shouldn't build it. Like if I go here and I go property type, okay, well, wait, there's lots of lands. There was one spot somewhere, and I forget where it was, but it was like on an island somewhere, and it was like a plot of land, and it was super like nice. But I want it to be like out in the boonies a little bit because I want to have like space to do my own shit. Wait, is it here? Kind of. See, chat, I could buy this for like, I could buy this beach for $700,000, right? I could buy this part of the beach, which is nice, and you get all of this, but you're not really, and you get some land there. Like that's a decent plot of land that you just own. But I don't think it's I don't think you can do whatever you want there. I think this is still too close to a developed area. Like I'm pretty sure that this is still a zoned area, so you can't like shoot guns here. That would be my thing. I'd want to shoot guns on my property. So if I could just I don't know, I could find something like down here or some shit, like maybe somewhere down like near the Everglades or something like that. There was a place. I forget if it was on the Everglades or where it was, but there was one of these places that had a really neat house that I really liked. It's like, unfortunately, all of this is not for sale. Like, you can't buy any of this because it's Everglades. You can't, Everglades is protected, so you're not allowed to. But, like, honestly, I'd buy this plot of land for 700. If I had if I had $750,000, I'd buy it. Beach with nothing on it. What did you do with your $750,000? I bought a beach. I just bought a beach. Not even a beach house, just a beach. Because I don't really want to live in, like, a super populated area. Because, like, if you live, like, right here, you know it's going to be a pain in the ass getting in and off of that key, right? Like, if you've ever driven in Clearwater, like, Clearwater kind of sucks. Like, especially if you're out here on like, this little, like, inlet here. Like, this is the Clearwater Beach. I've been to this exact beach before, and it's nice. It's a nice beach. But, like, I wouldn't want to live on this little inlet, right? Because it's the traffic here sucks. And it's like you could pay $700,000 to live on this fucking shit, or for the same amount of money, you could just buy a plot of land. And I'd rather go down here, buy this like single sliver of beach for fucking however for the same price, like $800,000, and then I would just be fucking. Oh, look at this one! It's only $200,000, chat. Chad's only $200,000 for this one. And it's right on this little inlet. Look how gorgeous. Look at that fish. I could have that fish for $200,000. in this relatively plain looking beach for $200,000, man. And I could just come here and I could slap a trailer right there and I could be chilling. I'd be chilling, chat. I don't even know how you get to this island. I don't know if there's a bridge. Is there a bridge to this island? How are you supposed to get here? You have to take a boat. Fuck, dude. One day, chat. One day I'll own a beach. One day. One day I'll own a beach. That's where Lionel Messi lives. And to live where you can evacuate easy. Well, you can evacuate real easy. Just get on a boat and take off. You might get fucked, but you could squat. How did you get being inside a mansion? I know people, chat. I know people. I know people who have mansions. One of my aunts tried that with a dying old millionaire and actually married him and got prego, but once he died, she found out he was actually broke because all his dough in his trust and shit for tax reasons, so she got nothing. Damn, that sucks. Change the satellite, see if there's a bridge. There probably isn't. I guess I could look, but there probably isn't a bridge. I mean, it's... How close do I have to go to get satellite? There we go. Yeah, because there's nothing here. And there's already houses here, so people live here. But there's no roads. Like, there's no roads leading to these people's houses. So they clearly only have a boat. I think this is one of those places where you just have to have a boat to get in and out. I don't think there's anything else. You could buy that for not that. Why would you buy that one? It's not even on the beach. You want to live on the beach. Because, like, this whole thing... Yeah, I don't think any of this has... Like, there's some roads internally here, but I think they're just internal roads for this little island itself. But I don't think there's any actual mainland access here. Look, you could buy this tiny plot of land for $250,000, and it doesn't even have fucking road access. You have to take a boat to get there. That's crazy, bro. You're spending $200,000 for that. That's crazy. But no, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to take a boat to get to that island. Because, like, here you can see there's a bridge, right? But, so you can get to all this from the mainland. But there's clearly, like, a gap there. That'd be useful when the zombie outbreak hits. True. They might have a private ferry. They probably do. I mean, I'm pretty sure if you live on the island, you probably have a private chauffeur who will just take you to the mainland. That's Sanibel? Is it Sanibel? Oh, that's Sanibel Island? Wait, is it? No, this is Captiva Island, because you're captive if you live there. It's Captiva Island. North Captiva. Sanibel / Captive. Are they the same? Oh, shit. Oh, big one down south might have been. At least the cost of living there is not that high. No, and see, the thing is, chat, because no one can get insurance, no one's going to move there because of the insurance, and everybody's always worried that the sea levels are going to rise, so I feel like beachfront property like that probably won't get that expensive because, number one, the housing crash is going to happen, and so everything's going to go down because of that. But then there's also the fact that, like, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't want to, like, you're not going to buy a house on the beach as an investment. You're going to buy a house on the beach to live in it because you want to live on the beach. But I feel like a house on the beach is a bad investment in Florida because you can't buy insurance for it. And if it gets, you know, obviously if you get hit with a hurricane, you're fucked. I don't think anybody's buying a beach house as an investment. So I feel like that means that they're worth less than a normal house that's in a maybe a bit of a more secure area. So I feel like maybe I do have a good chance of getting in. If I ever become, like, rich, chat, I'll definitely buy a beach house. If I ever become rich, filthy rich. These people don't need insurance. They don't have a mortgage. What? Those people don't need insurance. What do you, pool boy? What do you mean they don't need insurance? They don't have a mortgage. What does having a mortgage have to do with needing insurance? Like, yeah, you don't need insurance if you don't have a like, you have to have insurance if you have a mortgage, right? That makes sense. But if you, and I guess you don't need one, but you still want one. You're not in like, you don't want to buy a house, spend $100,000 on a house, or like $1 million on beachfront property, only to have it be swept away by hurricane. Fuck you. And then now you don't have any fucking shit because you don't have any insurance. Like, you want insurance. How are hurricanes in Central Florida? That's one of the perks of living in Central Florida, is you really don't have to worry about them. A couple years ago, we had Milton hit, and Milton, like, Milton came through, and it was really scary because it hit, like, Tampa going at, like, Cat 5, right? So it was a really big, scary hurricane. But I live so far inland that by the time it got to me, it was a Cat, like, 1 or 2. So it's just a really heavy thunderstorm at that point. So it really wasn't that scary. In the center of the state, generally speaking, you really don't have to worry about hurricanes. I'm lifted up enough that I don't really have to worry about flooding, and I'm also, like, we're inland enough that I don't really have to worry about, you know, anything else. 1 million barely gets you the sand. If I win the Powerball, you will have a South Florida mansion near the beach. That would be amazing. Thank you, Derek. Milton from Red Dead 2? It's, I don't know, man. It was just named Milton. That's what they named the hurricane. Because there was, like, Ivern, or like Hurricane Ivern or something like that, that came through and fucked up North Carolina. And that one did a lot more damage to North Carolina. Because, like, we had, like, 2 hurricanes back to back that were really bad. Because you had Hurricane, like, Irma. Or no, it was Irma, I think. I worked a lot on Sanibel Captiva pools. Are they... So wait, pool boy, is there a bridge to the island? Can you get there without a boat, or do you need to take a boat? Yes, you can get there without a boat. Gulf Coast gets way more than most of Florida. I thought the Space Coast got hit more. If I had, but I guess that, I don't know. I was talking to Moogie lol. Oh. What was the Big Willow's bridge? Well, the North Captiva Island doesn't have a bridge. Because I swear to God, that didn't have a bridge. I don't think that island had a bridge. One of the islands you were looking at was boat only. Yeah, okay. I think it was North Captiva that was boat only. Because there was a bridge on the southern one. Anyway. But yeah, no, I know Florida is pretty cool, but hurricanes aren't that scary if you live in inland. I think hurricanes are genuinely scary if you live on the coast because you have storm surge. And the thing about storm surge, like, that's the real scary part about a hurricane if you live on the coast, is the storm surge. And it's basically just like when the water levels rise like 20 feet for a couple of minutes, right? So, like, the thing, that's why if I ever did live on the coast, I would definitely not buy a normal house. I'd definitely buy a stilt house. They make stilt houses, and the higher the stilt house, the safer it is. I would just, if I was super rich, I would probably buy a plot of land on a beach or something like that, and I would build a really nice, secure stilt house. Hurricane Ian wiped out Sanibel Bridge. So it used to have a bridge, but now it doesn't. But yeah, it was like, I don't know, it was like Irma or Ian or whatever the fuck the hurricane was. That one went up, that one went on the side of Florida up into North Carolina on like the left side of Florida. And then in, like, a couple months later, we had Milton that just slammed into Tampa directly. I think it was the first hurricane to hit Tampa directly head on in like over 100 years. They rebuilt it in less than a month, though. I mean, I imagine a lot of the people down and near the coast are really good at rebuilding shit. Government got that bridge back fast. Yeah, see, if I was like super rich, I'd have a big ass fucking, like, I would have a super nice, like, garage under my stilt house, chat. and then it would be like I'd design it in a way where it would be like waterproof. That like if it was completely flooded underwater, it would be safe. That so I could put like it'd be like a bunker. So I could put all my cars in there, and I could put everything like that I want to keep nice in there, right? And if it ever like even if the worst hurricane of all time came in and completely took out my house, this little bunker underneath my house would still be there with all my cars and shit intact. Don't live on the coast because if a storm surge is over 5'3", then you might drown. The bridge looked sus, but it was back fast. Damn. Ugh. Oh. Fuck, dude, I'm so tired. I also feel like I have not eaten enough. I feel like I need to eat more. Like, I only ate half of that pizza yesterday. But, like, recently I've been, like, super hungry. Like, even after I eat something, I'll still be, like, I'll have, like, really bad cravings. Except for yesterday. I didn't have that yesterday. So I ate, like, a half of a red berry and pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. And then I was, like, prepared to want to eat again later yesterday, but I didn't. And so I was like, alright. Then I don't think I ate enough yesterday because I only ate that. So I gotta find something to eat again, chat. And I don't even know what. I don't even know what I want to eat. Because I don't want to go to McDonald's. I mean, I do want to go to McDonald's, but I don't want to pay for McDonald's. Fuck, dude. I don't want to have fucking... Do you want a treat? I would like a treat, but I gotta go to Walmart after the stream. So I don't know if the streets will... The stream... Like, I feel like it would be easier if you just donated the money. Oh, shit. With Tracy, thank you so much for the $50. Thank you so much, Trary's, and thank you so much for the $50. Shit, maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. BB tip would work better, yeah. Because I feel like the treats right now are super hit or miss. Like, I would say just go with the treat, but like, first of all, I need to go to Walmart after the stream anyway, so I'm not gonna be here for the treat to get here, and that kind of sucks. And the second, treat stream is just not worked out really well. I think it'd be a better idea. It would save everybody money if I just like went and actually got the food instead of ordering it off of DoorDash or whatever. And if I just went and got the food, because I can ride my bike, right? But yes, a PP tip would be nice. But thank you so much, Trey Raisin, for the $50. Thank you so much. Had a tomahawk barbecue pork chop. Ooh, nice. If I won the lotto, I'd build a nuke shelter basement right on the coast. Well, basements are tricky with the coast stuff. I think what I would do, if I was really rich, I'd buy, like, one of those islands, and I would probably dig probably, like, a couple feet into the ground. Not so much that there's, like, a bunch of water standing there, but just enough that I could kind of submerge, like, a foundation a little bit, and then I would put a bunch of dirt on top of it. So I'd make a mound of dirt, and then I'd put my house on top of that mound of dirt. And so that way I could have like a basement underground, but really it's not underground because it's still above the water table because you can't obviously dig in Florida. There's a reason why we don't have basements here, chat. It just doesn't work. I mean, honestly, in my part of the state, you probably could have a basement here, though. You probably could. Because it's like, you know... Oh, yeah. How high off of, how high above water level are we here, I wonder? And my last three treats for Astra got delivered, the activists are right. Florida is a hell for femboys. It's just the treat stream. I don't even know why. It's just treat stream sucks. It's like... It's a neat concept, but it goes through Grubhub, and I think that it's just like you end up paying way more for everything, and it's like Grubhub, and Grubhub sucks. I generally don't like having shit delivered anymore. I mean, it's nice, it's really convenient when I really don't want to leave, and it's just like, oh, I got a treat coming. It's like, it's really convenient for moments like that, but like half the time it doesn't even get here, so it's just like, fuck. Basements are kind of based. I don't know. Please check your PP. We're good. I'm actually wearing an outfit that I can do the joke on. But yeah, I don't know. It's like DoorDash is fast as fuck around here, boy. Fast as fuck. I guess I don't live in an area where it's that fast, and so it's never that fast, and it's never, I never trust, like, other people to get my food for me, you know what I mean? You're gonna regret doing that one of these days. Why? You can't see anything. Oh, well, wait a minute. Thank you, Derek, for the $50. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Damn. You know when you open your PayPal and you're like, oh shit, that's way more money than I thought I had in there. Oh fuck. Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Trey Racing. Thank you so much. I I don't know if I'll go to McDonald's. I don't know if maybe I will. Maybe I'll be a harbor of bad habits and I'll go to McDonald's. But maybe I'll just get the chicken nuggets because it's cheaper. I feel like sometimes I like to get the Big Mac at McDonald's, but it's always Subway. Fuck, you shouldn't have said Subway. I really want Subway now. No. Oh, I could get Subway. But Subway's like expensive too, because it's like $14 for a Subway sandwich. Dude, remember the $5 foot long? Chat, this is how you know it's like, I feel like that's one of the core memories I have as a child is the $5 foot long, and now it's like 3 times the price. It's ridiculous, man. I miss that bad, dude. It's $5 foot long. I could get like if I could eat at fucking why don't they do that again, Chad? I wonder like could Subway sell footlongs for $5 again? Could they do it without losing money? Because I feel like if Subway brings back the $5 footlong, I would go to Subway like every day. Dude, $5 for a footlong sub sandwich is incredible. I would wish I could fucking get that shit nowadays. Obviously, like, if you did sell a $5 footlong in 2026, it would technically be cheaper than a $5 footlong in 2006 because obviously inflation. So technically, if you wanted to have it be equally priced to how it used to be back then, it would be like a $7.30 footlong. But I still think if you could get away with selling $5 footlongs again, the marketing behind that would bring Subway back, dude. I'm pretty sure Subway would have record sales. Soon it'll be the $35 footlong. Fuck, dude. Don't Subway do a $3 6-inch if you're a member of their club? Maybe, but I'm not a member of their club, and I don't want a 6-inch. I want a footlong. Get him promoting the kids combos. Bring Jared back. Bring back Jared. Get him. Get the kiddies in there with him. Get a group picture together. Subway stonks must crash, dude. Dude, maybe I will get Subway. Maybe I fucking will. Yeah, I just might get Subway chat. I don't know yet. Cause like, no, I don't have the Subway app. The problem is that I could get, I wonder if they're still doing that deal where you can get, because the thing is, McDonald's, if you get 2 10-piece McNuggets at McDonald's, if you get a 20-piece McNugget, you get like, it comes out to like $4.50 or something like that. So you get a 20-piece McNugget for like under $5. And that's honestly a good price. Like, I know a lot of people are always complaining about how expensive fast food is these days, and it is expensive. But McDonald's, and they have like jacked up their prices a ton, but McDonald's is still like the cheapest. Like, I could go to Culver's, but I'd be spending like $16 at Culver's if I went to Culver's, right? I love Culver's, but I don't love $16 worth of Culver's. You know what I mean? Like, $16 is crazy for Culver's. But for like, if I go to McDonald's for like $11, I could get 2 Big Macs. Or for like $5, I can get a 20-piece McNugget. Or for like $8, I can get a 20-piece McNugget and a double cheeseburger. And that's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal, chat. Eating for $8 a meal in 2026 is not bad. Let's not go to these kid jokes in your floor. Please don't. We don't need any bans for anyone. The Jared, no more Jared jokes. Okay, no more Jared jokes. Lose money on every sandwich, but we make up for it in volume. I remember at Subway you could get those circular sandwich, cold cut style. Circular sandwich, what? Any deals? Let me check my phone. I don't even know if I got the McDonald's app to work on my phone yet, but I can check. I can check. I might have deleted it because it might have not worked, but I will look. The 765 era goes closer with every stream. Don't jinx it, man. Don't you jinx it. As time I was at Culver's, I almost ran away when I saw the price. Yeah, dude, Culver's is expensive. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's expensive. So fucking expensive. I might just make my own. I might just go get ingredients to make a burger and just do that instead. Cause like, I mean, let's be real. I could fucking spend $10 for like a half pound of ground beef and then make like 4 burgers for the price of one. Get out of here. Maybe late. No. I don't want to upgrade. Fine. Well, I'll uninstall your update. McDonald's. I'll install your update. No, I won't try Google Play Pass. Fuck you. A lot of bread and a pound of bologna. Is this Astra uniform sweaty? No. This is not the sweaty one. I did have another Astra uniform that I got really sweaty, but it was not this one. As expensive as Five Guys? It's probably not as expensive as Five Guys. And Five Guys is good, but Five Guys is way overpriced for what you get. Like, I can make a burger at home for about the same price, I think. Maybe that's what I'll do, chat. Maybe I'll just make a cheeseburger. Like, maybe that's what I'll do. I could go to the store and get I could get cheeseburger making stuff. But then that means I have to cook, which means I have to clean and do dishes. And I don't really want to do dishes, chat. I don't really want to do dishes. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. I don't really want to do dishes. But if I fucking get a burger, I'm gonna have to do dishes. One of my friends was at her college and was broke, so couldn't get a lunch. So I scraped her $20 so she get some food, and she ended up calling me because she went to Culver's and didn't have enough. So I gave her 10. Bro, you gave her $20 for food, and she goes to Culver's. Should have been like, bitch, go to the store. Get you some fucking beans, bro. Get some fucking lentils and shit. What are you doing going to Culver's? Do you know how I could eat for a week for $20? For $20, I could buy 4 Red Baron pizzas, which is 8 meals. That's 8 days. I could survive on that, chat. Half a pizza a day for $20. I can eat for $20 a week, chat. Absolutely. There's no reason to waste. If I'm starving, I'm dying for food, and someone gives me $20 for food, I'm not gonna go to spend it on fucking fast food. I'm gonna go buy a jar of peanut butter and get the most calorific, dense, like, cheap food I can get. What is this? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the most expensive fucking fast food place I can think of with my $20. $20? You can't get a single meal for $20 fucking dollars? Go to McDonald's for fuck's sake. Shit, dude. I'm questioning these choices. I'm questioning this person's life choices, man. If Astra opens her wing restaurant, the challenge, if customers can withstand the hotter and hotter wings, and Astra would, then the food would be free. I don't know about that. I mean, that'd be fun. You know what, chat? I thought about doing a thing. I've always wanted to like have a food truck. I thought about getting like a K truck and driving it around, because I feel like if I had a branded K truck, I bought a K truck, and then I put just enough shit in the back to make chicken wings, and I could just pump out chicken wings from the back of this K truck. I think it'd be fucking sick. I think it'd be fucking sick. Because you don't need that much space. I would just need a little bit of a little bitty, like, probably get a smoker. I mean, honestly, probably what I would do. How would I do that? How would I do that, chat? I'd have to get a smoker, and I'd have to smoke the wings, and then I'd have to take the smoked wings, and I'd put them on, like, a heating rack where they would stay at about, like, 100 degrees. And then I would take them once they're ready. When someone orders it, then I would take those wings and I would fry them really quick and then toss them, and that'd be that. That'd be pretty good. Anytime I catch Snackster stream, I have to go do stuff. Damn. My grocery bill averages to around $40 a week, to be fair. It just depends on what you're doing. Hot wings eating competition against Astra. That's why she's prime femboy trad waifu material. Exactly. Exactly. $15 gets you 36 ramen noodles. Yeah, dude. Fuck. Dude, this McDonald's app is not opening. It's stuck on this fucking screen. You're gonna make me get fucking... You're gonna make me get Subway, McDonald's. Oh, there it goes. Alright, is there any deals? Any deals? Can you give me anything? No deals found. Alright, well, fuck you. Fuck you. You don't get location services anymore. Fuck you. No deals. No deals. Damn that app. Someone car brakes are messed up. They don't want to take a look. Wait, what? Wait, some car brakes are messed up and they want me to take a look. Oh, damn, that sucks. Astra gains 200 pounds because all she does is eat chicken wings and at her restaurant with customers. I feel like chicken wings aren't that fatty. I mean, they are a fatty food, but they're not like that fattening of a food. Like, I don't know anyone who got fat from eating too many fucking chicken wings. Like, because it's just mainly protein, right? Like, it's fat, but it has no carbs. So it's like, if you just eat a fuck ton of chicken wings, like, I feel like it's not. I feel like you can't. It'd be hard to get like fat off of just chicken wings. Don't want unsafe cars all over the road. No, I understand your pain though, Esoteric Hoodie. As soon as you know anything about cars, everybody's like, "Can you look at my car? Can you fix this for me? Can you just do this for me?" To turn on location services to see the deal. And it's like I could probably like find out how to do that and like have it so it just always knows the location. But like, do I really want to give my location to McDonald's? Do I really? That's why I like my phone and I can just ooh, I have how many points though? I could maybe get something with points. Fuck. I don't know, shit. I don't know. I got so fed up with my friend asking me for car help, I told him to look up a fucking video. Is Astra hot and sweaty? Oh, I forgot to change the stream title. Whoops. We're most of the way through the stream, and then I remembered that I needed to change the stream title. Whoops. I was hot and sweaty yesterday, chat. Astra forgets to name the stream. There you go. Mark Zuckerberg would like to know your location. Google would like to know your location. You know why I like this phone, chat? Is because whenever I don't want Google, like I have, look at chat, I have like a whole profile on my phone that is just set up for Google, right? It's just Googleified, and all of my like app shit, like my Play Store shit, anything I need that requires Play Store goes on this profile. And then whenever I don't want to have Google like spy on my shit anymore, I just go to a different user and select a different user. And then boom, they can't spy on me anymore. This phone is cool, chat. I gotta admit. This phone is pretty cool. She like sets the bar only one time and then it's like, yeah, it's is the one to beat, and then they have to eat a hotter one. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't challenge people to a thing. I would just have it be like a like, you know how they have food challenges? I'd be like, can you eat 10 of the hottest wings on my menu? If you eat all 10 of these super hot wings, then you can get a free t-shirt or some shit like that. That'd be what I would do. But I think, honestly, if I were to do it, chat, hold on. Let me look this up. Let me look this up real quick. Let's just let's do some gandering here, chat. Let's do a little bit of gandering here. And if I go here and I go here and I go here and I look up K truck. Oh, it's such a nice Goldwing chat. I want a Goldwing so fucking bad, dude. You don't even understand how much I want a Goldwing chat. I want a Goldwing so bad. I want a Goldwing so fucking badly, dude. Alright, K-Truck. So the question is, could I take something like this, right? Maybe not this one, because it's all fucked up and terrible and garbage. But maybe I take something like this, right? Could I put an entire chicken wing making facility in the back? I think I could. I think I could. Because the way I would do it, probably... I think the way I would do it is I would have like I would like design a machine that would like fry it for me specifically. And it would always like check the temperature on shit. I don't know, maybe. I feel like I could run like a food truck business out of a small food truck like this. It's more of a food van. But like, I feel like the K truck adds a lot of like mystique to it as well. And if I just had like a big thing on the back here that was like a chicken wing vendor and you'd come up, like imagine if you came up to this thing and you could just buy like a bucket of chicken wings for like super cheap, like under $1 a wing, and you just went to Gainesville and you just sold shit. I feel like I could make bank doing that shit. Selling chicken wings for like $1 each in the middle of Gainesville in the middle of the day. It's not a bad way of doing it. If I were to get into the restaurant business, that's how I would do it. Unfortunately, I am not cut out for that life. Just the back part was just a big giant chicken wing and you could make them inside of it. I don't know about that. I like this one. It's a little bit longer and bigger. I think I would definitely have to like figure out a way of doing it. I think the way I would do it is I'd have basically a little awning here, and I would basically sit in this part, and you would basically come up to me, and I would like, he would be my like cooking shit, and so my counter would, every single like square inch of space would be used, and so the countertop, I would probably bring like, so somewhere around here would be the fridge where I'd have all the wings that are like being prepared, and then like, I think the way I would do it is I would have a smoker outside or like on top of the truck right here that would smoke the wings. So I would bring all my wings pre-seasoned and like marinated overnight, and I'd bring them in, and then I would smoke a bunch of them, and I'd have like a little like rack that would keep them warm, like at 100 degrees or so in here. And so I would keep rotating those out, and so I'd put the things that were from the fridge in the smoker, have them smoke for like couple hours, and then have a bunch of chicken wings that are already smoked on like heating, like, you know, like one of those hot dog roller type of things that just keeps it warm without like cooking it. And I would have a bunch in there, and I would slowly, like, as someone comes up and orders it, I would take them from like the keep warm place, I would fry them, give it to them, and then put more of the smoked wings back in. I feel like that would work out really well, chat. Maybe not. Maybe that's the logistics nightmare. I feel like maybe it'd be hard to do that. Maybe I wouldn't do the smoker at first, because I feel like that would be hard to do the smoker. Maybe what I would do, chat, is I would smoke the wings to about 100 degrees, and then I would leave them overnight, and then I'd bring them in and fry them. I don't know, would that work? I could just only deep fry. I could just do it the way I have it now and not smoke them, because I feel like that just adds a whole lot of bullshit. So maybe what I do is I just bring a fridge full of raw chicken wings that are pre-seasoned with my seasoning. Like, I'll pre-season them myself. Bring them in, have a deep fryer set up, have an air fryer set up, and basically just have it so that as soon as someone orders it, I can just throw it in the air fryer and then just fucking make a batch of chicken wings. 'Cause I don't know, it's always hard. Like, how do you just have to have a batch of chicken wings ready to go at all times. I feel like it could work out pretty well, though, chat. I feel like it would be pretty good. And this is making me want to eat chicken wings right now. And I'm hungry. I'm too hungry for this conversation, chat. Smokey's so tasty. It is. It is. I just don't know how else I would do it. Like if I had, I mean, this one would be pretty nice. Something like this, yeah. Yeah. See how he has this? This would be the way I would do it. So this would be the way I would do it. This is exactly it. Like, this is not bad. I could cook some chicken wings in here, chat. I could cook some chicken wings in this little box. Cause all I need is a little, like, air fryer and a fucking deep fryer, and then I'm good to go. That's all I need, chat. Wouldn't that get warm as hell? I would get an air conditioning. How much would you sell those wings? I think I would sell them in, like, batches of 10. So it'd be, like, 10 wings for $10. So you could get, I mean, or I'd like to do it for 15 for 10 if I could. Like, if I could sell them for 15 for $10, that would be such a fucking good deal. Like, genuinely, if I could sell 15 wings for $10. But I don't know how I would be able to price it out like that. I'd have to sell a lot of wings to make a profit at that rate. And then have to be good wings, too. Like, how, if you took, okay, imagine you had this, right? And you could sell, like, imagine I figured out how to actually do everything so it worked out properly. And I sold 15 wings per $10. How many wings would I have to sell to make a profit? Like, I'd have to sell a lot of chicken wings to make a profit off of that. And, like, what would my daily operating costs be, right? Like, how much would it cost to operate this for a day? And how much could I make in a day? 12K isn't bad for a food truck. I know, and I think the K-truck adds a lot more flexibility with it. See taco trucks in my town, but never chicken wing truck. Yeah, I mean, there isn't any chicken wing trucks out there. I think it'd be really good, especially in a college town. Like, okay, imagine you're in a college town, and there's this truck, and I'd paint it orange or something like that. And I'd paint it with a bunch of chicken wing stuff. And you could just come here and buy, like, a 10 thing of chicken wings for $10. Or, like, $8. Like, I think even 10, like, let's just say for the sake of argument that I did sell them for $10. I would like to sell them for 15 for 10, but I think you will never find a chicken wing place that sells chicken wings for $1 a wing anymore. So maybe honestly it's not that bad, because if you sell it for $1 a wing, you're still undercutting like every other chicken wing place you can, right? So imagine you roll up to like Gainesville or some shit, and you go to a college town, and you're selling 10 chicken wings for $10, and they're like big meaty chicken wings. That's not bad, chat. That's not bad. Do you think people would buy that? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Back in the day, Jungle Gyms and did 25 cents. Those wings were 25 cents wings back in the day. And yeah, that was however long ago. Why Gainesville of all places? Because Gainesville is a college town, and I feel like this works best when you can go to a college place or to like a sporting event or something like that. Like, you know, imagine if the Florida Gators are about to have a game and you just go up to Gainesville into the state, like next to the stadium, and set this shit up in the parking lot. You could sell you'd probably sell a good amount of wings selling them from the parking lot, man. At a fucking, like, a football game? Like, shit, dude. Like, if you could find a way to sell these, like, that's the only problem is, like, chicken wings are a hard food to just walk up and eat, because you're not going to want to eat them while moving, right? Like, I feel like taco trucks work, because, like, especially if it's, like, a burrito, you walk up, you get a burrito, and a burrito is, like, already designed to, like, walk and eat and travel and eat. Chicken wings, you have to, like, sit down and eat them, and then it's, like, a mess. That's the one problem with this idea, chat, is I don't know, would people actually go up to a food truck and order chicken wings? I don't know. Would people do that? I don't know. But I think a lot of it depends on, like, where you do it. Like, if you did it in a football parking lot during a game or something, then yeah, you'd probably make some sales, but I don't know. You can't just pull up and park and sell stuff with a food truck. I know, but you'd have to, obviously, you have to rent a spot to sell shit at. So you'd have to, like, you know, figure that into your operating costs. You go to a sports stadium and sell them, and you would make bank. Yeah. The only problem is, like, there's definitely, like, obviously you can't just go to a parking lot and sell chicken wings out of the parking lot without getting permission. And then it's like, you probably can't take the chicken wings into the stadium either. So, I don't know. You'd have to really find, like, a specific thing. Like, maybe if you went to, like, maybe if I got my liquor license and I went to like a high school football game that has like, it's not like a stadium where you have to buy tickets to get in, but you know there's still dads there that don't want to be there. Imagine if you're like a middle, like a 40-year-old dad, and you're at your like teenage kid's baseball or football game and you're bored as shit, and there's a fucking food truck outside that will sell you 15 chicken wings and a beer for 20 bucks. That's dad food right there. Chat, that's dad food right there. I'll tell you what, that's dad food. Remember that huge platform truck I showed you? Yeah. Maybe at like a picnic style area, maybe. I feel like you'd love this. Oh, this would work even better. I feel like this has a lot more space in it. I don't know what I'm looking at exactly, but oh my god. It's fucking weird. But this could work too. I mean, it's like it could work. Obviously, I think that like this idea is contingent on like it being profitable. Like you'd have to sell enough shit to make it worth it. But I feel like a lot of the costs would come into getting the licenses. Like you can't just sell food out of a truck with nothing, right? Like you can't just do that. You can't just pull up. Oh, this is nice too. You can't just pull up to a fucking school and start selling chicken wings out of a truck, right? Like you have to have a food license. You have to have like, you have to rent the spot you're gonna like sit at. So you have to pay for the rental for the spot you're at. And then you also have to pay for the food vendor license. And it's like all of that shit. And it would still like, even if I decided to go full force with this idea and buy a K truck and do this out of like a K truck, I still think it would cost like, it would still cost over $100,000 to get started, I bet. At least $80,000. It would be so expensive. Even with like doing a K truck. 1K for that gold wing is not bad. I know, right? I want it so badly, chat. I just really want a gold wing. I just really want a gold wing. I'm so tired of not having a running bike, chat. Like, I replaced the petcock in my fuel tank today, and it still fucking leaks, and so I'm mad. I'm just upset. I'm, like, getting tired of it. I just want a bike that runs and drives, god damn it. So maybe I shouldn't get a gold wing, but I really want to. Like, look at this fucking thing, dude. Ah, it's so nice. It looks so good. I want it. No, that's a vehicle right there. No, that's a fucking vehicle. So look at this one. Look how, like, interesting this is. Like, imagine this, but chicken wing themed. Like, this is perfect. Oh, it's an automatic, too. Ew. Look at that, chat. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Sent another. Mad at your pet cock? I'm mad at the fact that it still leaks and I don't know why. I'd drive the fuck out of that, Crush Man. Is the Rebel running? The Rebel runs. I just don't like driving it because its tires are really bad. Okay, no, this one's too small. This one's too small. Taco, this one, I can't. This one's too small. I couldn't do this one. There's no way I could cook chicken wings out of this thing. This is too small. But you know, the Rebel runs. The problem with the Rebel is that the chain is really bad and needs to be replaced, and the tires are really bad and need to be replaced. Like, that's the problem with them generally. Is that, like, I could run. The Rebel's fine. It's just I need to replace the tires on the Rebel, and I don't want to do that. It costs like $400 fucking dollars to get new tires on the Rebel, and I just, like, especially if I'm planning on selling it, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Because even if I sell it for $1,500, that's probably what I'm gonna sell that bike for, is $1,500. And if I put $400 into it right now, it's not gonna change how much I can sell it for. I could sell it right now as is for $1,500, or I could put $400 into it and sell it for $1,500. So I don't really know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna sell it yet. If I do decide to keep it, I will put new tires on it, but it's kind of gonna be like if I decide to keep it. I just need to make sure that the CM400 runs and drives, and it seems like hold on, I can actually send you guys a picture. I put the tank back on it today for a little bit, even though it's still fucking leaking, which I'm pissed about. I mean, maybe it's just leaking because it's entirely possible that it was just leaking because it was only leaking out of where the fuel is supposed to come out, but the fuel thing was set to off, so it shouldn't have been leaking. I pissing me off. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get another petcock. I don't want to buy a whole nother fucking petcock for it. It's kind of pissing me off, chat. It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off, chat. But hold on. I took a picture of it today because it was nice. And so you guys can see what it's actually kind of gonna look like when we're done here. It's not gonna be, this obviously isn't gonna be like what it looks like. Obviously it's gonna look like the Purple Rain bike when it's done. But for now, look at this. Oh, I gotta turn on my VPN. Alright, hold on. Did this upload? Okay, it did. She eats like a bird? How did she lose weight but gain hips? I mean, I didn't really lose weight. I'm at 117, right? 118. I didn't really lose weight. I've maintained pretty much the same weight since I got back from the last burn. So I'm like at 116 to 118. In the morning, I think I weigh like 116, and the night I weigh like 118. If it's leaking when it's an off, it might not be the problem. What would be the problem if it was like what else could be the problem? Because the only thing I could think of is that the petcock itself is bad. Because if it's not leaking from around the petcock, it's leaking through it. Like the hole where the fuel comes out of the petcock, that's where it's coming out of. It's set to off, right? It's set to off, but fuel still comes out of it. So like the fuel line? Well, why would it be the fuel line? It should be able to not have no fuel line on it at all and be turned off and not have any leakage. Like I should be able to have the tank completely disconnected, and so long as the fuel cock is on off, it shouldn't leak out. The pet what? Hydrate? Okay. The strawberry flavor is just not it. It's not it, chat. It's not it. The strawberry flavor is not it. It really is not. Alright, chat. Look at this fucking bike. Ignore how messy my garage is, but look how cool this bike is, chat. Look how it's coming along. I took this earlier today. So this is like the most current. I mean, obviously the tank isn't on it right now, but this is like the most current fucking thing. Pretty freaking cool, man. Look at these handlebars on there. I got like the brakes. I got the wheels back on it. I got. Oh, it looks pretty nice, Chad. She covered up her tummy so she wouldn't be distracted by it. Scratch, but you can't even see the fucking floor. You own 2 bikes? Yeah, this is my Honda Rebel. But again, I might sell this one. I don't know. I might sell this one. I have to figure out. I have to get this one running first. And I'm really fucking annoyed with it. But I have to get this fucking thing to run before anything else. Before I can even think about selling this or dealing with things. I have to get this one running and running right. I'm still nervous that the throttle cables are not right. They still seem too tight. I'll try looping them up, but I noticed there's like a divot on like the cable itself. So I wonder if the cable itself is just bad. And that would really piss me off, because if I have to take these fucking carburetors off again, I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody, I swear to God. I fucking hate dealing with the carburetors on this fucking bike, dude. Yeah, those bars look kind of big for that bike, to be honest with you. But what you're doing, it works nicely. Yeah, I don't know if I like the bars, to be honest with you, chat. I don't know how I'm gonna like them once I'm actually driving the bike. They look like they come back way too close, but they don't actually. Like the way. Oh, thank you, Taka, for getting this up to Vanna. The way it like works, like the way it ends up being, is like this is how my arms sit when I hold it like that. So it's like the most natural, like easy bend in my arm. I'm not like normally when you're riding a motorcycle, it's like this, right? You have to lift your arm up and keep it up here. Like if you're on ape hangers, your arms are all the way the fuck up here. This is not natural. This is not comfortable, chat. This is not comfortable. When you have your arms just resting and you lift them up like this is the way your wrist normally wants to sit, is like this. So ideally, handlebars should be right here. You shouldn't have to twist your wrist to get the handlebars to work, because that takes effort, right? This way I can just let my arms sag and I can just hold on, and it's great. And like the way I have the clutch orientated and the brake orientated, they're like triggers. So I can just like, I don't have to like splay my arms like this. I just have them like this and it works out great. It's like ergonomics. I don't actually know if I'll like it because I haven't driven with them like that, but just sitting on the bike and holding it, it feels really good. Or will I ever get sport bikes, Stra? I mean, I would. If I was rich, I'd buy a sport bike. Just to have one. I think they're can be cool. I don't know which one I would get. But I'd probably get something. I'd probably either get like a Ninja or something like that. There's a couple of sports bikes I'd like to get. I'd like to get like an OG Ninja, like the one from Top Gun. But I'd also like to get a proper like sport bike just to have it, just so I can go fast whenever I want to go fast. Like maybe an Aprilia or some shit like that. But in my like, if I had the money for an Aprilia or like a BMW 1000RR or some shit like that, I probably wouldn't buy that. I'd probably buy a different bike first. Like my bike that I really want, chat, is a Honda Rebel 1100. That's what I really fucking want. That's, I feel like, probably the best bike for me. My guess is, and that's what I really fucking want. But I'm probably not gonna get one for a while because, you know, if I had enough money to buy a Honda Rebel 1100, I'd probably buy a car instead. Would sports bike strap be the Kelty bike? No, I've already talked about the Kelty bike. I don't know why so many people think Kelty drives a sports bike, but she does not drive a sports bike. She drives a fucking Fat Bob, a cafe racer Fat Bob. That's what she fucking drives, right? Kelty drives a cafe racer Fat Bob. She does not drive a sports bike. She drives a Fat Bob with cafe racer clip-on handlebars, no headlight, a cafe racer fuel tank, and a cafe racer seat. That's what her bike is. And I do want to build one. I would love to build a replica of the Kelty bike, but I feel like I'd have to commit a couple of sins to do that. Like, number one, cafe racer modding a fucking Fat Bob. How is Kelty? What do you mean, how is she? She's a character. Or who is Kelty? Kelty is, here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys. This is Kelty. This is Kelty. I still want to get a bodysuit to do this cosplay. I gotta. But see, look at this bike, chat. They even, like, tried to get it right. This looks closer to her bike than other bikes, but this is not her bike. Her bike does not have a headlight, number one. It has no headlight. It does not make a sound. And it is objectively, and, like, if you were to build a bike that's closest to the real, like, in-show bike as possible, you would have to build an electric cafe racer Fat Bob. Ew. What the fuck? Wait. What the fuck does this mean? Derpy Baru? What? I don't even know what that. Hold on, chat. What does this meme say? I'm morbidly curious what this meme says. What the fuck is this meme? That's terrible. That's like the worst thing I've ever read in my life. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Why did that pop up? Why did that pop up in my fucking Google search? What the fuck? That was nasty, dude. It was like, that was some degen fucking comic. I don't even want to fucking. That was terrible. Anyway, chat. Here's the bike that I'm talking about. You can tell if you look at it properly. You can tell and you can identify parts of it that are just a fat bob. Like if you look at a fat bob, like if I go 2016 fat bob, maybe not 2016. The new ones are actually, I think, closer to looking like what hers does. Yeah, like say you bought this bike, right? And you can see like it has the same side cover, it has the same shit. You could turn this bike, you could take this bike, like change out the tank, change out the seat a little bit, and then put some different handlebars on it. And you'd get pretty close to Kelty's bike, I think. You'd get pretty close to her bike already just by doing this. By getting like a normal fat bob. Honestly, like I like these fat bobs the way they look. I would get one of these. But like honestly, like you get something like this, fucking you'd have to put a new tank on it, which would suck. And you'd have to get some other shit. And you'd have to fabricate some stuff to make it work. But if you did, it would be really cool. The only problem with that idea, chat, is that the Kelty bike is canonically soundless. It doesn't make a sound when it drives around. And fat bobs are notoriously not quiet. So the only way in my mind to make a perfect show accurate replica of the Kelty bike is to make an electric bike. Why does an e-bike need a tank? I would just make it a faux tank that just has more battery in it. If I were to actually do it in the way that if I actually built like an electric Cafe Racer Harley Fat Bob, I would do it in a way, because obviously it still needs to look like it has an engine, because the one still looks like it has an engine, but I would just take the battery space and make it. I would the fuel tank. I would just make it battery space. I'd just make it like it would just sit over the battery. Like the whole thing would be a battery essentially, from like top to bottom. Like the motor would be near the bottom, but there'd be like shit on top of it to make it look like it was an engine. But I don't know. Water storage could be. I mean, you could do water cooled because shit would need to be cooled. Anyway, chat, I'm starving to death, so I have to go to the store and get some food. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Anyway, chat, thank you everybody for watching. I will be live again tomorrow, probably. Yes, tomorrow. I want my custom bike with saddlebags for fuel tanks. Anyway, chat, I am dipping. I will be live again tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. Bye!